My name is Joe Reynolds of LowKickMMA. Today joining me is Olena Kolesnyk. So in recent news, we've seen Aspen has just signed with the PFL, obviously down the line. Is that something that you could see in the future for yourself?
You know, if she make weight, maybe. Who knows?
Well, it's moved up to 145, so it seems as though there'd be more of a chance there.
For myself, I just want to have fight. I don't care with whom. I'm just going to fight in 2023 PFL season, and I cannot wait because I was stopped in the one step from the final this year. But besides this year was really successful for me. I won the girl, which won Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic champion. I won the UFC veteran, Vanessa Mela. So next year, I'm sure I will be in the final and the belt will be mine. So I cannot wait for the next year, 2023. And I don't care who PFL sign for the next year, but I'm sure that I will kill them all step by step, like next target for me.
Yeah, and you mentioned there with the year that you've had, obviously, it was very successful and the way that you've been able to build on it. But looking back on this year and going into the next, obviously, there must be a bit of momentum there, being able to get the 2 good wins and obviously be looking ahead to the finals. I'm sure you'll be watching that. But do you feel as though 2023, it's going to be your statement year as a fighter inside of the PFL?
I'm going to fly there with a dress. But if somebody go out from the fight, I was ready to take my dress off and go step in the cage and take somebody place, you know? I don't care. Like, I just want to fight. I'm a fight. I have a fighting spirit, and fighting, this is all I'm obsessed. And the belt, which I dream about when I go to sleep and when I wake up, all I'm thinking about is my future belt from PFL. I want to be PFL MMA champion. So this is all I dream about, nothing else.
Yeah, and you mentioned obviously becoming a PFL champion, but as well as an athlete, obviously the way that you're representing Ukraine at the moment and being able to really build your legacy and become one of Ukraine's top athletes. What is that like, knowing the way that you're representing your country at such a level inside of combat sports, or sports in general as well?
And I always do it all my life. I'm proud to raise my Ukrainian flag, and I'm proud to fight for my people and have a voice to say about them, to speak about them. And I'm proud to be Ukrainian, which always will be in my blood, to represent my family, my people, and my country.
Yeah, and then I know one thing at the moment is obviously in terms of being an athlete is getting the green card for moving forward. In terms of when you are at this sort of level and the places that you can travel to, what sort of a difference does something like that really make to your career going forward?
I don't understand the question.
So in terms of just getting the green card, in terms of moving forward, I've been told there might have been a few issues there, but in terms of getting one of those, what sort of differences do they make moving forward for yourself?
I think it's a little bit, I mean, I have a visa to work here, work visa, so I don't have a green card here, a Ukrainian passport. But who knows, like, I know for fighting career, if it's possible to make, and if it helps to my fights, it will be great. But no matter what, I always represent my country, my flag, so we will see.
Yeah, and then obviously in terms of being able to represent the PFL and going into the statement year, looking ahead at the final, and then what do you expect to sort of see in there in terms of, obviously you fought one of the finalists twice, but in terms of what you're expecting to see in that fight, how do you see that one going?
So I think my opponent from my nearest fight can have all chances to be a champion of this year, Larissa Pacheco. But I'm going to fly to New York and see the final by my eyes, and we will see. We'll see if it's happened that we meet with her again in the cage. I will be really appreciated for this, because it's a good opponent which I really want to win in my fighting legacy, in my fighting career. and we will see. But for me, the main thing is to be the champion of the next year, and whoever PFL give me for fights, I will be ready to fight them all.
Yeah, and then just to touch on a little, obviously, even throughout just this interview as well, your mentality towards fighting, it shines through. Just wait.
Yeah.
So problem, and then obviously your mentality completely shines through, even in just this interview that we've had just for the last couple of minutes. But in terms of being able to have that mentality and the skill set to back it up as well, how important do you think that is as a fighter to have going into the next year?
Again, please.
So in terms of the mentality that you take towards fighting, obviously it shines through in terms of how good it is. How important do you feel that that is just moving forward for yourself?
I mean, I don't understand the question. Like, how important to move myself? This is who I am. I always move forward. I always move forward till I not got my destination and my goals. I have a list goals of my life, which I'm going to make before I going to die. You know, we never know when our last day. That's why I try to live every day like my last day. So one of my goal of my life is to get the belt of MMA champion and in a professional arena. So I'm keep going forward till I not got my destination. So it's one of my goal of my life.
Yeah, and then finally from me, in terms of 2023, what can the fans expect to see from yourself in the PFL next year?
Again, please.
And then going into the next year for 2023, what can the fans expect to see from yourself going into the next year?
As always, they will see really interesting fights. I'm never boring. I always show interest in fights. So keep your eyes on my fighting career, because next year will be even more exciting than this year. I prove that I allowed to fight in the professional arena, and I show good fights with a lot of views. So the next year will be even much interesting than this one.
100%. Well, that is everything from myself. I do greatly appreciate your time. It's much appreciated. Just want to take a chance to shine any sponsors, teammates, coaches, anything like that. Obviously, just feel free to go ahead.
So nowadays, like I have a great team. I train in Extreme Couture. I have a great coach, Dennis Davis. Now I have a boxing coach, Mark, and I really blessed to train and have an inspiration from K1 legend, Race Sefo. So I'm surrounded myself such a great people. I'm blessed, and with such a type of people around myself, I'm see no other option like to be the world champion of MMA.
100%. Well, that is everything from myself. I appreciate your time. 2023, remember the name Olena. She'll be looking to take the gold. Thank you very much for your time.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.